Now, dilations. This is what I've been talking about when we've talked about similar figures, like one was enlarged or shrunk. Now we're actually going to be doing that. These are called dilations. Now the amount that it is blown up by or shrunk down by, that's called your scale factor. And a lot of times it's called K. I don't know why. Yeah, that's just what it is. Sometimes it won't be, but I'll just stick with that for now. So what this means, when you go from the original to the image, you multiply. If K is bigger than 1, is greater than 1, then you're enlarging it. Now, if K is less than 1, now what that means, it doesn't mean like -2, -3. You can't do that. Less than 1, but bigger than 0 is just a fraction, like a half. Also remember, angles and slope stay the same. This is when we're going to use the scale factor to go from the original to the new one, the image. Sometimes they'll ask you to find, they'll give you both the image and the original, find the scale factor. And just remember, this time it's take the final image and divide it by the original. So it's where it ends, how big it ends up over what it started out as. Then, if you ever asked, like if they give you the image and they want you to go backwards to find the original, you'll divide by the scale factor instead. And these are pretty easy, really. Let me share my screen here. So, plot the image after a dilation of scale factor 2. So everything's been doubled. And they already drew FG in for us. Let's just check. 1 box, 2 box, 3. Multiply by 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So it is. They multiplied it by 2. So we just keep going. FE then is 3. So that's got to be 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll connect that. And then we can see ED is the same amount, so we'll just go down there. D to C is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. CB is 1, so we'll go down 2. And now we could count the whole bottom and then just double it. I'll do HG, though, is 2 originally. So 2 times 2 is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, oops. Jeez. There. Now we'll connect the end. There we go. It's pretty easy when everything's vertical or horizontal, all the sides. Now, if they give you one where you have some diagonals, they already drew GH blown up for us. This time it's a scale factor of 3. Now, the diagonal boxes, and it's not even exactly diagonal on the original, you can't just count. But what we can do, let's do the slope from G to F. It's down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, 3. So what we'll do, we want the slope overall to stay the same. So we have 5 over 3, down 5 over 3. Let's just multiply that by 3. So down 5 becomes 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then instead of over 3, multiply that again by the scale factor of 3. We got to go over 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The slope is the same overall. We just went from -5/3, multiply top and bottom. I'll stop sharing this here. So on that question, what we did, this has to stay the same overall, but it's a fraction. So if I multiply the top by 3, I'm good. If I multiply the bottom by 3. So when you got to do a diagonal, the slope overall has to stay the same, but you can multiply the top and bottom. Now, what this is asking us to do, let me go back to my presentation here. What would I multiply the first number by to get the second? So this is asking for the scale factor. So if you can see in the little thumbnail here, it says the final over the original. And we got the first number. We're going from the first to the second. So we want to put 16/14 . We need to reduce that down, it said. And if you're not good with reducing fractions down, you just do alpha y equals choice 1, 16/14, 8/7. And there you go. You type that in. And let me see here. The square on the right is a scaled copy of the one on the left. So the one on the left is the original. The other one on the right is the new, the final image. Identify the scale factor. Like I said on the notes, it's the final over the original. So pick one. 21. There. That would go with the 8 that's on top. Doesn't matter anyway, it's a square. So just 21/8. Reduce that down if you can. You can't. So you just type 21/8. And now so it says triangle IJK is dilated by a scale factor of 2 to form I prime J prime. So that's the image. IJ is 19 in the original because there's no apostrophes. So if it's been multiplied by 2, 2 times 19, 38. Now here's one where we got to be careful. If you look at the picture here, they gave us, since they have the primes, they gave us the final image. We want to know KL's original. So like I said on the notes, when you want to find the original, you go backwards. So KL is 9. And it says the scale factor is 3/4. So all we want to do, like we said, when you go backwards, divide. KL is 9, so 9. Oh, you can already see it right there. 9 divided by alpha y equals choice 1, 3/4. And it'd be 12.